welcome to a review of Kid Icarus Uprising. This is a game I got not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that, I believe. One of my first 3DS games. I never finished it, so I never reviewed it. I really need to, like... this was another game, like Mario and Luigi Dream Team, where I got to the end of the game and couldn't beat it, so I stopped playing. That happens a lot with me. When it's the LPs actually help keep me from doing that, because I'll play. There are a lot of games I'll play where I'll get to like the end and then I'll stop because I figure, I'm already close enough to the end, whatever. Which, I'm right. I'm pretty. It's whatever. But anyway, the game is good. First I'll start with the controls, because the controls may be the downer for the game. You move with the joystick. With the left joystick on the 3DS, and you aim with the stylus on the bottom screen. I don't like snow cones.
Do you want an ice drink? It's called shaped ice. It's regular drink. Okay, but do you want...
No.
No?
No.
The flavors we have lime,
No. No. Leave.
And those cool spoon straws.
Maybe. No, go away. Great. Okay, and the gameplay. You control your character with the it's the flying segments are like an on-rail shooter. You move around the screen and you shoot with the L trigger, and the ground portions are like a third-person shooter kind of. But what the difference is, you aim with the stylus on the touchscreen, and you move with the joystick, with the left joystick. That you can buy the Circle Pad Pro, like if you're left-handed, to use your right hand to move the joystick and stuff. I don't know why they didn't just put a second joystick on the 3DS, because there's room for it, and a lot of games could benefit from it. I don't know why they didn't just have that I don't know why they didn't just put that in. I mean, in my opinion, that's a design flaw of the 3DS. I feel like they should have added that with the 2DS. That would have given people more incentive to actually buy a 2DS. But I guess then you're changing the playstyle too much. But whatever, this isn't a review of the 3DS. This is a review of Kid Icarus Uprising. The gameplay takes some getting used to, because it takes some getting used to like aim and roll, because it's just a different gameplay mechanic. But if you can get used to it, it's fun. Actually, funny thing, I played the entire first level not knowing that I could do that, because it told me I could aim with the touchscreen, but the disorienting thing is throughout the whole thing, there's little there's characters like Pit, Palutena, a bunch of other characters coming in and like providing witty banter and dialogue on the bottom screen. And because of that, it's misleading, because it covers the whole bottom screen, and I didn't realize I could aim while that was up. But you can. You aim with that. It's basically another joystick, except for there is no other joystick, so they just use all of the touchscreen as a joystick. And you shoot with the L button. When you're on the ground, you click the joystick side to dash, which I hate it when games do that. Like you have to double click the joystick to dash, or you have to push it forward twice to dash. I hate that, because at least for me, it requires me to stop and then just dash, which isn't how it should work. There should just be a designated dash button. It really bothers me when games do that. It's just a pet peeve of mine. But if you can get past the controls, the game's great, and the game it does get easier to control after a while. Hint, now the story. I'm not going to spoil anything for the story, but the story is great. All the characters are cleverly written. They're constantly bantering back and forth through the whole level, so it does stop you for cutscenes, but like the cutscenes deliver but there's usually only like one cutscene or two cutscenes per level. One at the end of the level, maybe one at the beginning, and one like in the middle. There aren't. It's not very cutscene heavy. A lot of the plot is delivered via the banter at the bottom. You do not want to turn your sound off for this game, because the dialogue is witty and clever and very entertaining. It'll keep you entertained while you're playing the level. Granted, it gets annoying if you die sometimes and have to play the level over and over again, but that's more me being stupid. There's an adjustable difficulty level, although I never liked that, because when you die, the level just goes down, down, down until it's at, like, I think 2 is where it'll stop, which kind of ruins the purpose, because Because if I put it at a high difficulty, I want to be able to die as many times as I want, because I'm gonna die a lot. It's pointless to put it at a high difficulty if it's just gonna bring you down in difficulty every time you die. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Because the whole point of putting... But yeah, that's why I never really messed with the difficulty system. But if you like it, that's cool. And there's all sorts of weapon customization. Again, I didn't mess with that much because that's not my thing. I like playing the game. I don't like sorting through menus to find weapons. But if you enjoy weapon customization, like extensive, there is a lot of weapon customization in this game. But it's all optional, so you don't have to do it by any means. And really, you can easily beat the game without doing it. Like it's not the kind of thing where, oh, you can skip it, but it'll immensely help you, or maybe it does immensely help you, and that's the reason I sucked so much. Whatever. The point is, it's not required, and it flows very smoothly. The graphics are great. Like the graphics are probably some of the best on the 3DS. I'm not sure how well it uses a 3D feature, but like. The graphical quality is up there, is far up there with the 3DS. Probably one of the best looking, like 3DS games. Well, I don't know. It's as far as okay. So the thing with Nintendo is most of their games are all cartoony, so it's hard to judge graphically best Nintendo game on a system. But in terms of like, because Kid Icarus takes a somewhat realistic look, like. I don't know, not as realistic as, say, Twilight Princess, but not as artsy as Skyward Sword in comparison to Zelda games. Probably about as realistic as, say, Xenoblade Chronicles, maybe a little more. So, like, the characters still look like they're out of, like, an animated film, but, like, the world looks very, like, it's animated realistically. It's not like Call of Duty realistic or anything, but it's... So what I'm trying to say is, in terms of graphical quality and as far as realism goes, it's probably the best looking game. But then again, I haven't seen Resident Evil Revelations. I'm not sure how that game looks. But there's a lot of games I haven't seen. But whatever. Graphics are good. Story is good. Gameplay is good. Tip about the story. If you think the game is done, it never is. It's never done. Like there's so many parts where they have a plot twist, or you think, oh, this next level is going to be the next level after this is going to be the last level, and then nope, some new problem arises, and then there's a whole nother. I could go into it, but I don't want to spoil anything. But I'm just going to say one thing. There are a good 5 plot twists in this. I could say something, but I don't. I feel like it would be revealing too much. What? Okay, click off now if you don't want spoilers. If you're absolutely, like, completely spoiler hatred, because I'm not going to directly, like, spoil it, but if you don't want any spoil... Ooh. Sorry, Pico444 just went live. Go away notification, I'm recording. Click away if you hate, like, any sort of tiny sign of spoilers. Okay, I'm going to assume you're gone now. There's one part where, okay, so they have you facing against Medusa, who I believe is the enemy in the classic Kid Icarus games, and you get to, like, level 10, and I was like... dang it, this game's too short. That's going to be my main complaint in my review, is that it's too short. Because this was like a day after I got it. I was already on that level. And I'm like, dang, this game's short. Because they talked about it like it was the final boss fight. It was treated as if it was the final boss fight. They even, once you beat the boss, they even play credits afterwards. And then they throw you for a loop because Hades... I guess I am basically entirely spoiling it, but whatever. Hades rips open the credits like they're cloth and goes, hey, and then I'm like, oh, there's a new guy named Hades. Okay, so he was the master, and then I assumed that was going to be the last level, like in the game, but no, all this crazy stuff happens. Plot twist all out the wazoo. This crazy chick comes trying to destroy humanity, replace it with nature, like the nature goddess or something, and then aliens invade. I think they were aliens. I don't remember. And then this thing that came out of the moon in like chapter 7, like the moon base, like possesses Palutena and makes her evil. And then you have to go inside of Hades, and it's just crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like you think the game is done, but it never is. Like I think I was on the last level. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. There might have been one more after. I'm not sure. I'd have to look again. See, I tried playing it again a while back, but it had been so long since I played it that I then now sucked at it. So, kind of just given up on it. But this is a great game. Great game. I don't know what this review is. I give Kid Icarus Uprising a 7.5 out of 10.